Hi, in this video I'm going to show you guys one example of finding area between two curves. We actually came across example like this when we learn about finding when we first learn about integration. So just to review, so here if you look at this picture right here, you can see that we have two curves. The first one is f of x and the other one of g is g of x, right? And we are trying to find the green area here, right? The green area. Okay, so the green area is the area between curve or function f of x and function g of x. So to find the area, to find the green area, what I do is I just find the integration of I'm going to find the definite integral from a to b, and I'm going to use f of x minus g of x. I'm going to integrate the whole thing with respect to x. Okay. Remember that it is always the top curve minus the bottom curve. So you can also understand this formula right here. Understand this formula as the top integration of definite integral of a to b and top curve minus bottom curve. Integrate that whole thing and then with respect to x. Okay. I'm going to clear my screen and I'll show you guys an example with the calculator. Okay? Alright, so here I have an example that wants us to find an area bounded by the two equations y is equal to 0.4x, y is equal to sine x. However, they specifically say that they only want us to find the area that's bounded by those two equations in quadrant 1. So we are only looking at quadrant 1 here. Okay, so you can see that I've put a star sign next to the formula. Okay, so I want you guys to take out a calculator and you can follow me as I go along. Go ahead and put in those two equations. Okay, pause the video, put the equations in. Alright, and then now we are just gonna go to graph. And then your graph should look something very similar to what I have there, depending on the zoom. Okay, and so we see that we're only looking at quadrant 1, which is this quadrant right there. Okay, quadrant 1, and the area bounded by these two curves actually happens there. Right, so I'm going to zoom in towards that corner. I'm going to use the zoom box so that I can draw a box and zoom into the area that we actually want to see it. Okay, so I'm going to draw a box over that section. Okay. Let it run a little bit. Alright, so we are actually looking at the area over this part, right, bounded by the blue and the red. Okay, let me adjust my blackboard a little bit. Oops. Okay, so now in order for me to apply the formula right there, I need to find what's my A, I need to find what's my B. I do not really have that information right now. So what do you think? What do you think the A is gonna be? Or at least if I look at the graph of my calculator, where do you think I can find my A and B? Think about that. And I hope your answer is my A will be here, this point right there, and my B will be the point right there. Okay, so I'm going to use second calc, and I'm going to go to intersect, and to find my first curve is the blue curve, my second curve is the red curve, and I'm looking for the first intersection I'm looking for is somewhere there. So the first intersection, which is my A, is when x is equal to 0. Right? So let me go back and write that down. My A is equal to 0. Alright, so let me find my B. My B is over here. So again, second calc, and then go to number 5. The first curve is the blue line. The second curve is the red line, and then a guess point. My second curve is towards the right. Okay, that's close enough. And that intersection is 2.125, approximately 2.125, and that is my B. My B is equal to 2.125. Okay, so now we are ready to apply the formula we have here. Just keep in mind that my f of x should be the curve on the top, and my g of x is the curve at the bottom. So in this case, my y is equal to sine x, which is the red curve here. That would be my f of x. And my y is equal to 0.4x, which is the blue line here. That is my g of x. And I'm going to quit. Click on quit. And go to math. And then go to number 9. Definite integral, go to number 9. So my A in this case is 0. My B is 2.125. And then my equation, in this case, I don't have to type all over again. I'm gonna go to my variables, go to y bars, y variables, go to function, and it will be, remember, it's the sine x, the trig function minus the linear function. So it's going to be y2 minus, go to bars again, y bars, function, y1, and integrate with respect to x equal to, voila, 0.623. So my area, my bounded area, is equal to 0.623. Okay, so that's it. Just be careful when you are applying the formula. Make sure it is the top curve minus the bottom curve. All right, and pay attention to, sometimes they'll specify which quadrant that they want. So you need to pay attention to that as well. Okay, good luck. I'll see you guys in the next video.